You spend months preparing for the trip. You drill the verb tables on your phone and memorize the polite phrasing until every response feels automatic. By the time you land in Rome, your academic Italian is flawless. You head straight to a busy market to put those rehearsed sentences to the test. You find a vendor, ask for a supplì, and wait for the simple transaction you've practiced 100 times. But then the vendor fires back a response that sounds like absolute noise. You catch a single word, due auto, but the rest of the sentence is a total blur. Standard language courses teach the formal Italian of national news and literature. On a Roman street, that academic preparation collides with a compressed version of the language that apps and classrooms rarely mention. Mastering the standard form creates an illusion of fluency that shatters the moment you try to buy a coffee in the real Rome. The reason for the confusion is simple. The vendor is speaking Romanesco, the centuries-old vernacular of the city. Romanesco is a distinct regional vernacular with deep roots in the city's working-class history. It carries a significant literary legacy, most notably in the 19th century sonnets of Giuseppe Gioacchino Belli, who used the dialect to document the soul of the city's old neighborhoods. To truly understand the city, you have to look past the textbook and learn the unwritten rules of the street. The first linguistic barrier is the truncation rule. In Rome, speakers systematically chop off the final syllables of their words. Standard verbs are compressed for speed. Mangiare becomes mangià. Andare becomes andà. Instead of learning a completely new vocabulary, you need a different listening strategy. Success depends on training your ear to catch the surviving root of the word before it hits the truncated ending. The second barrier involves the articles. Textbooks drill the standard il and la, but in Rome, the masculine article shifts to er, turning il gatto into er gatto. Combining chopped syllables with unexpected articles creates a mathematical processing delay in the brain. Standard Italian learners often get completely derailed mid-conversation simply because their ears can't keep up with the rapid compression. Standard textbooks and dictionaries also miss the filler words that carry the actual emotional weight of a Roman conversation. These are the social heavy lifters. O for getting attention, dalle for encouragement, and mo for now. Where you stand in the city dictates whether you hear these words or the standard Italian you practiced at home. Standard Italian dominates the tourist-heavy center near the Trevi Fountain, but in historic, working-class neighborhoods like Garbatella, Romanesco remains the default language of the plaza and the corner bar. Simply crossing a street or change in neighborhoods in Rome is often equivalent to crossing a hard linguistic border. Romanesco is the true cultural pulse of the city, echoing from corner bars all the way to massive public events at the Stadio Olimpico. Adapting to the street can be as simple as changing a single phrase. Try asking quanto viene at a register instead of the textbook quanto posta. Recognizing these sounds signals to locals that you are paying attention to their actual city, rather than just a tourist brochure. Knowing even a small portion of the dialect breaks down the barrier between being a confused tourist and a welcomed participant in Roman life. Traditional language learning apps leave users stranded because they only teach the broadcast standard. We built Street Tongue as the necessary solution. It's designed specifically to train your phonological recognition for the real, street-level phrases you'll encounter every day. Hit the link in the description to download the Street Tongue app and start building your ear for Rome before your flight lands. We want to hear from you. What is a specific slang word or local phrase from your city that completely confuses tourists? Tell us in the comments.